How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the top skins this week. We're back to normal. So, yeah, the holiday is over. I hope you all had a wonderful one. We're starting out with this funny burlap set, and one of the rules with, clothing is that they're not to look like armor, but I mean, it's pretty obvious to tell it's just duct tape and stuff. So I think this is a really funny thing. And, I don't know, just be one of those things that is cool to Rust's history. Next, we've got a burlap head wrap for you. This is the military head wrap for the military collection. And yeah, as you can see, it just fits right in with it and has kind of a cool little face mask thing going on in the front. Next, we got one more burlap head wrap for you. And it is a mud head wrap, and the whole thing just looks like a muddy head wrap. And yeah, it still looks wet and moist, and it's just hilarious. Definitely one that fits into the goofy side of Rust. Next up, it looks like we have a new tracksuit contender with the forward hoodie. And yeah, this is the set here. It just kind of has that kind of sporty tracksuit look to it. Very simple, and then just kind of has the forward written there on the one side. Next up, we've got the Arctic Raider set by Vlak. And it's, of course, a continuation of that set, and is the official pants and hoodie. It's everything you would expect, a blinding white with very military-esque vibe to it. Next up, we got some boots for you, and it's a continuation of the Tempered set with the Tempered boots. And yeah, this is just a very nice looking set that goes right with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this pop up, since most of the Tempered set has already made it in. Lastly, we've got an addition to the toy set, and it is the High Qual armor. And it's everything we expect, bright colors, and it always looks kind of plasticky, like something you'd expect Nerf to make. And that's just the set that makes it, or that's just what makes this set so perfect. Next up, we've got the deployables for you, starting out with the metal ore furnace right here. In case you don't know where your metal ore goes, this one is just a nice, simple furnace that is labeled for you. Next, we've got some cool furnaces over here. These are the golem furnaces, and there is the metal and the sulfur, so you can see the difference is what they've got going on inside. You can see it kind of looks like metal ore around the outside here, and then up top, you've got like scrappy metal. And then up here you've got some sulfur, and you can see there's sulfur around that as well. So these definitely look really cool at night. Next, we've got a box for you, and it is the secret box. And, well, it's a secret, guys. You know? Next, we've got the resources lunchbox for you. And, yeah, this one has all sorts of cool little drawings on it, and it looks kind of like an old school lunchbox design. Moving on next, we've got some doors for you, starting out with this burger store. And yeah, you just gotta love that. And yeah, it just looks like a nice little diner door. Next, we've got some peace, flowers, and neons for you with the hippie neon door by Fresh. Then we've got all sorts of steampunky looking gears with the involved mechanism door by Air. And then we have something a little more mystical looking over here with the Insidious sheet metal door by Lodi. And the Ancient Ruins door by Oasis. There we go, man. Lots of doors today. And then this door may look like an armored door, but it's not. This is the Arctic door by La Crempe. Now, the fact that it does kind of look like it has the armor hatch may prevent this one from existing. I don't know. We'll just have to see. That does kind of bend the rules a bit. Next, we have a double version of the Viking sheet metal door. So, hey, we did get the single. Maybe we'll see the double. And then we've got one garage door for you this week. The chain gate garage door. And yeah, the whole thing just looks like a chain gate. Kind of like the door we got. And lastly, we do have an armored door for you. This is a hacked armored door. And yeah, the whole thing just has this cool kind of hacker vibe. You've got the metal face mask and the green going on. And yeah, do not open. It's kind of like it got a drop bag on the back there. Definitely very cool. We go ahead and kill the lights. As you'll see here, it's got a very bright green glow to it. Then we can zoom on over to the Viking door. Same glow as the single. Then we've got a bit of glow on these two over here. And, of course, the neon piece hippie door. And we've got the resource box over here. And the furnaces. There you go. Next up, we've got our tools and weapons for you, starting out with this crazy little rock here. This is the explosive rock, and it has a glowing and a non-glowing version. And as you can see, the whole thing kind of looks like it's covered in like little landmines or is made of an old one. Yeah, definitely looks dangerous to bop people's heads in with. Next, we've got another rock for you, and this one has a little dino, like Tamagotchi kind of thing going on with it. And as you see, yeah, it's if you ever had some kind of pocket pet kind of thing, Tamagotchi, whatever it may have been, this should be nostalgic for you. Next, we've got a ruins rock for you, and this one has just a very kind of subtle face. You can see still kind of smushed in there. This is the Moya rock. So there you have that. Next, we've got a tool set for you, and this one has a very simple but nice, clean kind of military design to it. This is the Army hatchet and pickaxe. Next in this group, we've got a DB for you, and this one is the Incendiary Rocket DB. As you can see, the whole thing kind of has a instant rocket look to it, as the barrels appear to be made of emptied out ones, which is quite cool. Then you got a little flame warning right there at the end. Next, we've got a kind of crazy looking python for you, and yeah, is the Red Hot Python by Legacy. And yeah, the Red Hot idea was something that was touched on before in Rust, but it was only kind of like tips to things. So nothing really with a full kind of red hot glow to it has made it through. We'll just have to see how this one has a chance. Next, we've got a sap for you, and this one is a continuation in the Samurai set. A lot of people really love this set, and it looks really clean on this semi-auto, honestly. Next, we've got continuation in what looks to be the Glistener set with a Tommy, and yeah, a lot of people love this for the same reason they like the tempered stuff, but it's kind of more worn and torn, and doesn't quite change color the same way. There we go, aiming down the sights. Definitely a lot more glossy as well. Next, we've got a MP5 for you, and it's got a pretty crazy looking design. This is the MP5 Solar by Kivahu, and yeah, this thing just has a very clean yet crazy design. It's very sleek in certain areas, and then just the swirls and stuff kind of grab you the other ways. Next, we've got continuation of the Toxic Wolf set with the custom SMG. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you'd expect from the set. If you're new to it, it does not glow, even though it looks like it would because it's so bright. Aiming down the sights there, you have what looks like, again, a glow sight, but is not. It is just some paint. Last in this group, we've got an AK for you, and this one is the Cobalt Warriors AR. And yeah, it's kind of one of those kind of more cobbled together things, very much so inspired, you can tell, from things found around Cobalt. But it also has that kind of metallic, old, retro kind of look to it, as you would expect maybe a fancier car would look around. So there you go. And aiming down the sights, you do have a bright red tip against the steel and blue to help you aim there. Next, we've got another AR for you, and this one looks like it is made out of wood. This is the wooden AR by Red Rex, and you can see it even says Eco on there, and yeah, this one looks like a carved wood instead of just kind of like the more cheapy kind of cobbled together kind of thing. It looks quite fancy, honestly. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a little nice carved tree. And some nice leather there. Then we've got an L9 for you, and this one is pretty different. It has a nice artwork on the side. We've got a skull and a kind of like, I don't know, crying punk girl or something, or emo, I don't know. Is she emo because she's crying and there's mascara? I don't know. That's up to you guys. One way or another, the artwork on this is pretty cool. Then we've got a couple satchels for you, starting out with this one right here, which of course is the Outer Planet Satchel. And there is a glowing and not glowing version, so be sure to stick to the end to check those out. Then we've got a continuation of the bombing set with the bombing satchel and some new graffiti art with a cool little bomb with the red X's there. Definitely nice to see some different artwork for the set. Then next up, we've got a LED satchel for you for Doomsday. And yeah, this thing just looks really cool. And of course, it does glow, so we'll be sure to show that here in a short moment. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday and have a wonderful upcoming new year. Thanks for watching as always, and tune in on Thursday to see which ones made them in. We'll see you guys next time.